Have you ever wondered what the last book of the Bible really means? Not the dragons or the fire, but the whispers in between, the gentle warnings, the promise hidden behind the thunder. The book of Revelation isn't just about the end of the world. It's about the world inside you. It's not only about chaos, it's about clarity. Not just beasts and bowls, but your own heart trembling under the weight of eternity. Imagine this. You're walking through a city that feels familiar, but everything is empty. No noise, no life, just echoes. You turn a corner and see a mirror on the wall. In it, you don't see your reflection. You see time, moving, fading, ending. Revelation doesn't begin with war. It begins with love. To the one who overcomes. That phrase echoes like a heartbeat through the entire book. Because Revelation isn't just about God tearing the sky open. It's about him knocking on the door of your soul. In chapter 3, verse 20, Jesus says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." He's not kicking it down. He's waiting. He's always been waiting for you. But most people miss it. They think Revelation is a horror story. It's not. It's a love letter, written in fire, sealed in blood, delivered with tears. It's a father calling his children home. It's a lamb who became a lion, not to destroy, but to defend. John, the man who wrote Revelation, was exiled, alone, isolated, surrounded by silence. And it was there, in the middle of his worst moment, that heaven opened. Maybe you're in your own exile right now, emotionally, spiritually. You feel like everything is fading, no one sees you, hope is too far gone. But Revelation tells us something the world forgets. There is always something beyond the veil, always a throne, always a light, always someone sitting on it. In chapter 21, John writes, "He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain." That's not just future talk, that's heart talk. That's a promise you can hold with both hands, right now, today. Revelation gives us 4 pictures we cannot ignore. First, the throne. God is not pacing, he is seated. He has never left. Not during pandemics, not during heartbreaks, not even when the world loses its mind. He's still in control. Second, the scroll. It represents the story of the world, and the silence when no one can open it is deafening until the Lamb steps forward. Not a warrior with a sword, but a lamb, slain, gentle, glorious. Because real power doesn't scream, it bleeds. Third, the beast. It's not just something with horns and crowns, it's anything that wants your worship, your phone, your pride, your paycheck. Anything that asks, "Bow to me," and offers you a crown in return. But Revelation says, only one is worthy. And fourth, the bride. That's us. The church. Not perfect, but pursued. Not spotless, but washed clean. This is the moment everything flips. You start to realize, Revelation isn't a warning to fear. It's an invitation to remember. To remember who you and whose you are. To remember that while kingdoms fall, and empires burn, and stars fall from the sky, the Lamb stands, and he calls your name. It's not a timeline, it's a testimony. It's not about decoding monsters, it's about recognizing mercy. Let me tell you something practical. You don't need to understand every symbol in Revelation. You don't need a theology degree. You don't need charts or headlines. You need a quiet moment. A whispered prayer, a heart that says, "God, I'm listening." Read it slowly, chapter by chapter. Not to predict, but to prepare, not to escape, but to endure. Because the real blessing of Revelation isn't in seeing the future, it's in seeing Jesus. Over and over again, John writes, "Then I saw, then I heard, then I turned." And in every moment, what he sees is not chaos, but Christ. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning you forgot, the ending you need, the author writing your story. Even now, maybe your life feels like a page that's been torn out. Maybe you've made choices that burned bridges. Maybe you're carrying shame like a scar no one sees. But there's hope, because Revelation ends not with destruction, but with a city, a garden, a river, and a tree whose leaves are for the healing of the nations. Healing. That's the last word. Not wrath, not war, but healing. You can come home. You can be whole. You can be new. So here's my question to you. Are you living like the story ends in despair? Or are you walking like someone who knows the Lamb wins? Because he already did. And if you belong to him, so do you. Pause, breathe, let that sink in. God doesn't reveal the future to scare you, he reveals it to prepare you and to remind you you're not forgotten, you're not alone, and your story ends in glory. If this message spoke to you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments. What part of Revelation gives you hope? You're not here by accident. You were meant to hear this. The door is still open, and the Lamb is still knocking.